June 2026 isn't just another month for sky watchers. It's one of those rare stretches where the universe feels unusually active. From brilliant planetary alignments and meteor activity, to deep sky viewing opportunities and the changing position of the summer constellations, June becomes a perfect intersection of timing, visibility, and celestial motion. The longer twilight of early summer creates dramatic viewing conditions. Earth's position in its orbit opens a window to parts of the galaxy we don't always get to appreciate, and several major astronomical events happen almost back to back. For casual stargazers, it's exciting. For astronomy enthusiasts, it's one of the most packed months of the entire year. And in this video, we're going to break down every major astronomical event happening throughout June 2026. When to see it, where to look, and why each one matters. Some of these events will be visible with nothing more than your eyes, while others could be unforgettable experiences if you have binoculars or a telescope ready. We'll cover the biggest planetary appearances, meteor activity, lunar events, and a few hidden highlights that most people will completely miss. It's important to note that several of these events will last for a very short window of time. Miss a single morning or evening, and you may not get another chance to see them for months or even years. So if you want to know exactly what's happening in the night sky this June, and which dates you absolutely need to mark your calendar, stay with me because some of the most spectacular moments of 2026 are happening above our heads this month. June 1st marks the moon reaching Aphelion, the point in its orbit where it's farthest from Earth. Even though the moon's orbit is often described as circular, it's actually slightly elliptical, meaning its distance from Earth changes throughout the month. On this day, the moon will appear just a little smaller in the sky compared to when it's closest to Earth. The difference is subtle, but photographers and experienced sky watchers often notice it when comparing images over time. You can observe this event simply by looking at the moon after sunset. A telescope isn't required, but binoculars can help reveal the detailed lunar surface. This happens because the moon's orbit is constantly being shaped by Earth's gravity and the gravitational influence of the sun. While it may not be the flashiest event of the month, it's an excellent reminder that celestial objects are always moving in dynamic and measurable ways. June 9th brings one of the most visually striking planetary events of the month, a conjunction between Venus and Jupiter. These are the two brightest planets visible from Earth, and during conjunction, they appear extremely close together in the sky even though they remain hundreds of millions of miles apart in space. Look towards the western sky before sunset to catch this breathtaking pairing. Venus will shine brilliantly, while Jupiter appears slightly dimmer but still incredibly bright. The best viewing technique is to find an open horizon away from city lights and observe with the naked eye about an hour before sunset. Binoculars will make the view even more impressive. On the same day, Mercury reaches Dichotomy, meaning exactly half of the planet's visible disk is illuminated by the sun, similar to a quarter moon. This occurs because Mercury orbits closer to the sun than Earth does, creating changing viewing angles as it moves around the sun. Mercury will be low in the evening sky, and a small telescope is needed to see its half-lit appearance clearly. June 10th features the daytime Arietid meteor shower, one of the strongest meteor showers of the year that most people never actually see. Unlike famous nighttime showers, the Arietids peak during daylight hours, making direct observation extremely difficult. The shower occurs when Earth passes through streams of debris left behind by ancient comets. Tiny particles slam into Earth's atmosphere at incredible speeds, burning up and creating bright streaks of light. The radiant point of the shower lies in the constellation Aries, which rises shortly before dawn. The best chance to observe Arietid meteors is during the dark hour just before sunrise, looking low towards the eastern horizon. Occasionally, especially bright meteors called fireballs become visible even against the brightening sky. Radio astronomers often monitor this shower because many meteors occur after sunrise when they cannot be seen visually. To maximize your chances, lie flat on a reclining chair in a dark location and allow your eyes at least 20 minutes to adapt. Even spotting one Arietid meteor is considered a rewarding achievement because of how difficult they are to observe. June 11th is Mercury's greatest western elongation, one of the best opportunities of the year to spot the elusive innermost planet. Mercury is often hidden in the sun's glare, but during the greatest elongation, it reaches its maximum apparent distance from the sun in the sky. This means Mercury rises well before sunrise and becomes much easier to locate. Look low in the western sky about 45 minutes before dusk. Mercury will appear as a bright, star-like object with a slight golden tint. Binoculars can help identify it, but be sure to never point optical equipment near the rising sun. Though a telescope, Mercury will resemble a tiny half-lit moon because of its phase cycle. This event happens because Mercury's fast orbit constantly changes its angle relative to Earth and the Sun. Ancient astronomers once believed Mercury seen in the morning and evening were actually two different objects because of how difficult it was to track. June 12th is when Venus reaches its highest altitude in the evening sky, making it dominate the pre-dusk sky. Venus is often called the morning or evening star, and on this day it climbs higher above the horizon than any other point during its apparition. Look west before sunset and you'll immediately notice Venus blazing brighter than any other star. It's so bright that under dark conditions, it can even cast faint shadows. The best viewing technique is simply using your eyes, although binoculars or a telescope can reveal Venus showing a crescent phase. Venus appears this bright because its thick cloud cover reflects sunlight extremely efficiently. Its changing altitude is caused by the geometry between Earth's orbit and Venus's orbit around the Sun. For photographers, this is one of the best evenings of the month to capture Venus above landscapes or city skylines. June 17th delivers one of the most exciting events of the month, a lunar occultation of Venus. An occultation occurs when the moon passes directly in front of another celestial object, temporarily blocking it from view. In this case, the bright planet Venus will appear to disappear behind the moon's dark edge and later re-emerge. Depending on your location, the timing and visibility may vary, but observers across many regions will witness an incredible close pairing. Use binoculars or a telescope for the best experience. Watching Venus suddenly vanish is surreal because planets normally move slowly across the sky, yet here it disappears in seconds due to the moon's rapid orbital motion. This event occurs because the moon's orbit occasionally aligns perfectly with planets from Earth's perspective. Astrophotographers often consider occultations among the most dramatic celestial events to capture. June 19th features a lunar occultation of Regulus, the brightest star in the constellation Leo. Regulus has been known since ancient times as the heart of the lion, and was considered one of the royal stars of Persia. During the occultation, the moon will pass directly in front of Regulus, causing the bright star to suddenly blink out. Unlike planets, stars appear as tiny points of light, so the disappearance can seem almost instantaneous. Look towards the moon during the evening hours, and use binoculars or a telescope for the clearest view. The event demonstrates just how quickly the moon moves across the sky, roughly its own diameter every hour. Occultations like this also help astronomers refine measurements of the moon's orbit and even study stellar properties. June 21st marks a summer solstice in the northern hemisphere, the official beginning of summer and the longest day of the year. On this day, Earth's axial tilt positions the northern hemisphere most directly towards the sun, maximizing daylight hours. The sun will follow its highest and longest path across the sky. Ancient civilizations built monuments like Stonehenge, specifically aligned to the solstice sunrise, highlighting how important this event has been throughout human history. To experience the solstice, watch either the sunrise or sunset and notice how far north the sun appears compared to winter. While it's not a nighttime astronomy event, it's one of the most significant astronomical milestones of the year because it reflects Earth's orientation in space and the mechanics behind the changing seasons. June 25th brings Comet 78P to Perhelion, the closest point in its orbit around the Sun. Comets are essentially frozen relics from the early solar system, composed of ice, rock, and dust. As 78P approaches the Sun, solar heat vaporizes its icy surface, creating a glowing coma and potentially a faint tail. The comet may become visible through binoculars or small telescopes, depending on brightness conditions. Check astronomy apps closer to this date for exact location in the sky. The best viewing technique is using a dark sky location away from light pollution and scanning slowly with binoculars. Comets are unpredictable, which is part of what makes them fascinating. Every pass near the Sun changes them slightly as material boils into space. June 27th gives skywatchers a double event beginning with the lunar occultation of Antares, the bright red supergiant star in Scorpius. Antares is one of the largest visible stars in the night sky and glows with a deep reddish color that resembles Mars. During the occultation, the moon will glide in front of Antares, temporarily hiding it from view. This event is best seen with binoculars or a telescope, especially because Antares' color contrast besides the gray lunar surface looks stunning. The disappearance and reappearance happen because of the moon's orbital motion around the Earth. Since Antares is so distant, over 500 light years away, it appears as a sharp point of light until the moon abruptly covers it. June 28th is when the moon reaches Apogee, its farthest point from Earth. Opposite from Perhelion earlier in the month, the moon will now appear slightly smaller in the sky. This subtle size difference is why some full moons are called micromoons when they occur near Apogee. The moon's changing distance results from its elliptical orbit, a consequence of gravitational interactions dating back billions of years. Observers with cameras can compare tonight's moon to images taken during perigee and clearly notice a difference. Viewing with binoculars still provides beautiful detail, though the moon's apparent diameter will be at its minimum for the month. June 29th brings the famous strawberry moon, the traditional name for June's full moon. Despite the name, the moon usually does not appear red or pink. The term comes from Native American tribes who associated this full moon with the strawberry harvesting season. This year's strawberry moon occurs close to apogee, meaning it'll appear slightly smaller than average. Look for it rising in the southeast around sunset for the most dramatic views. The best viewing technique is watching moonrise near the horizon, where atmospheric effects can tint the moon golden or orange. Photographers often capture stunning images during this phase because foreground landscapes combined with the low moon create a powerful visual effect. June 30th closes the month with the lunar occultation of Sigma Sagittarii, a star located within the constellation Sagittarius near the center of our galaxy. As the moon moves along its orbital path, it will briefly cover this distant star before revealing it again. Although Sigma Sagittarii is not as famous as Antares or Regulus, the event remains fascinating because it showcases the precision and constant motion of celestial mechanics. Look toward the moon with binoculars or a telescope for the best view. Observing occultations helps astronomers improve measurements of lunar motion and refine star position catalogs. It's a fitting ending to a month filled with non-stop cosmic activity overhead. From planets aligning before sunrise, to meteors exploding across the atmosphere, and the moon hiding stars in real time, June 2026 is proving that the night sky never stands still. Which event are you most excited to see? Drop it in the comments below. And if you want more space updates or live videos of the solar system, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and check out these recommended videos.